feminism was invented by ugly bitches. Go look at those feminist rallies. They put all the cute ones in the front row. Right behind them, they got the purple-haired wildebeest. Just in the back screaming, "My choice! My choice!" Bitch, you wish somebody would you. Abortion is not your battle, sweetie. People used to freak out if a white woman had a baby with a black man. They used to call her an N-word lover. Be like, "You're disgusting." But now, it's totally fine to be a single mother.
I'm tired of this push for diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're like, "Oh, we need more women and minority airline pilots." You mean the two groups that can't drive? If you walked in and there was an Asian lady flying your plane, you're walking right the fuck out. I was in Texas recently. They had banned abortion. The women were upset. Then a few weeks later, there was a school shooting, and the women were upset again. And I was like, "Well, are we killing kids or not, bitch? Pick a lane."
You guys support abortion? Clap if you do. I'm with you guys, because did you guys know that most of the women that get abortions are minorities, and God knows we don't need any more of that. Am I right?
Those chicks are so pissed that Trump won, shaving their heads, screaming that they're going to go on a sex strike. You can't threaten people by taking something away that no one wanted in the first place. Also, I don't know what you're doing going on a sex strike. Some of you really need a hunger strike.
My grandpa was a huge racist, huge. He'd say the N-word, he'd be like, "Why are all these Mexicans here?" He didn't care. And when I was a kid, I never said anything. And now that he's gone, I really miss him.
I was watching the show, and a Down syndrome transgender comes on TV. And I was like, "You can't be retarded twice." Being a woman in general, right, ladies? I'm just kidding. It's easy. Shut up, bitch. We have everything. We have everything we've ever wanted, and we're still not happy. I think we're the problem. If your lady is not trying to get pregnant by you, it's because you're poor. No one's ever made Elon Musk pull out. Even those liberal bitches will go from my body, my choice to every life is precious. Real quick. The hotter you are, the crazier you can be. Men will put up with it. But the opposite is also true. This is why fat girls used to be so nice.
But then the internet and a bunch of black dudes convinced them that they were hot too.
Now you can't even talk to one. Relax, bitch.
You can't have an attitude and type 2 diabetes. If you're over 300 pounds, you need to be as sweet as your blood sugar. These fat white girls who get with a black dude and then they're like, "See, I'm not racist." And I'm like, come on, Cheryl. It's not like you had a choice. It's like when black dudes are like, "I don't even like them skinny white girls." I'm like, come on, Daryl. It's not like you had a choice either.
Figure out what a vaccine passport is. Hey, honey, if you think I suck, the door's right there. You can get the fuck out. I know when people get offended and they think their opinion is more important than a room full of people who are enjoying the content. And I'm like, yeah, well, your grandfather's watching you right now being like, "Wow, if I'd known my grandson was going to be such a f***, I would have let that Nazi soldier f*** me."
Do you guys believe in aliens? Yeah. That's because you're fucking retarded. You guys think 9/11 was an inside job, or do you think it was the Jews? I found out the Jews have been kicked out of 109 countries. That's a lie. At a certain point, you got to ask yourself, why? Was Hitler really rounding them up just because they're mildly annoying and cheap? 109 countries, that's like a woman telling you that all of her ex-boyfriends beat her. At a certain point, you got to ask yourself, maybe she was a Jew. Nice to be in a room with so many Latinos. Yeah. Right before you all get deported.
was watching Survivor. If there's any Mexicans in here, Survivor is a TV show where we take a bunch of white people and we put them on an island and we tell them to live the way people do in your country. And a lot of white people don't make it. But on this episode of Survivor, they did a kind of battle of the sexes. They put all the men on one island and they put all the women on one island and they were like, let's see what happens. The men, they did okay. They built these huts, they built a fire, they kind of learned how to fish. But the women died.